Hello everybody and welcome to Wonderfully Hopeless Colors. My name is Charity and this video is a little late. So this is my finished pages for January. So didn't get that one finished. These were my plans. I got most of them done. So let's look at what I did. All right. I ended up, I really need to flag these pages. I finished 8 pages, which with me is pretty good. And I colored in 5 uncolored books. That's pretty good for me. All right. So let's look at what I've got. So these are not in the order that I did them. But let's start with Spooky Coloring, Adventures of Witch Cat. I did, yes, you can tell I did not mark these. That is the page that I did. This was for one of the prompts, hashtags. Which one? I don't know. And apparently I am failing at flipping pages today. So this is for the hashtag Witchy Cat Spooky by Christina's Art Corner. What did I use? I used Neocolor 2s and my Honolulu colored pencils, and then a white gel pen. Is it the best thing ever? No, it's not terrible. So there's that one. Next up we have Hannah Lynn's Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy, and I just saw it. Rapunzel. And I finished this on the 18th. And this, I really need to do better at writing this stuff down in one place, was for the Geordie Colors Fairy Tales hashtag, and I used the color palette inspired by Joanna Stone. I used alcohol markers and some Prismacolors for the shading. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm happy that I've actually started working in my books. I like her hair. I don't know how I feel about the background. But again, I tried some new things. I'm not too disappointed with it. So there's that one. All right. 50 dragon themed miniatures, and I just went for the color of the title pages. So I did this one, and I think, yeah, I did this one. Let's see, what did I use? I didn't write it. Yeah, I used Neocolor 2s, some watercolor markers, you can see the streaky, and super golden markers. We were playing with things that I got for Christmas. And this one, again, I did tackle the title pages, so I did this one and this one, and that one is watercolor markers as well. So there's those. And then, what did I finish? Yeah, I finished this. I use my Brett Fronter squares. It's acrylic marker in the background. I tried something, I didn't like it, and so I covered it up. And I went with the nighttime scene. And there's some glitter gel in here. I really kind of just, this was a little bit of an experiment. I like the frog here. I just colored the same color as the snow to blend him in. There's an arrow and a bone down here that I kind of completed the lines for the other things and just colored it the snow. The same with, I forget what that was up there. So I was just usually I do it a little differently. There's a can over here, but this time I wanted to try just kind of making the hidden objects blend in, and I actually kind of like how it came out. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the page. I do notice that I have a tendency to, when I get tired of doing it, rush. The foxes are not the best. I was working with the color scheme and I don't love it. But I finished the page, so we're calling that good. And that's from Wild Winter by Joseph Kattenbang. It's one of my favorites. All right. I have been intimidated by this book for a while, and I decided that I was going to do this one, and this is by far my favorite. I think this came out really good. I did this for the Angels versus Demons tag. I really like how well this came out. I took my time. These were kind of my inspirations. That is the original, and I kind of took some inspiration, and this is what I ended up with. I'm pretty happy with it. I used, I didn't write it down. Figures. I'm pretty sure it was Polly's. I'm pretty sure it was Polly's. That's what I get for not writing it down. But those are what I got colored for January. That, for me, is a pretty good month of coloring. I have a lot of hobbies, crafting, and coloring isn't always the top priority. I do like to do it with some regularity, and I'm trying to get better, but I have been working on a crocheted sweater, and that has been consuming a lot of my time, especially this month. So this month is part of the reason why this video is late. Plus, I haven't done any coloring yet this month, so yeah. Okay. Now, what did I buy in February or in January? I only have two, oh wait, not that, of the books that I bought. One still hasn't come in. So I, of course, had to get the Artist Archive. As soon as that I saw it on Walmart, I got it. And I've colored this in the Animals coloring book. Some of these, I just really enjoy the books. I like having a great variety. And some of these are from books I wouldn't necessarily buy. And like, yeah, like I don't even know what that's from. Oh, but I love it. So yeah, I picked up this as soon as it came out. Have I colored in it yet? Nope. I haven't colored. Oh, sorry. The one from last year yet. But I wanted it on my shelf. And then I forget who I was watching, but I've seen this a couple times on other people's videos, and I decided I resisted it the first few times people showed it, and no. I love my animals, and I like mythology, and as you can see, this one is pre-loved. A lot of scribbling, so and this is after I've erased, so it's can I save it? Probably. I'm not sure how I'm gonna save it with those color choices. No, right now I'm not sure, but I don't have to tackle that immediately. But I really loved the different animals, and even better is the like little bit of an explanation of the animal. Like, I love jackalopes. I have a jackalope magnet on my refrigerator. It's always been my jam, so I thought this was epic when I saw it, so I had to get it. Hopefully I can get a page in at some point soon, but those are my two purchases. I also pre-ordered the excuse me, tired. The Teresa Goodridge Aldorable. So that was my epic purchases. I have plenty of coloring books. I need to color in more of my coloring books. That is one of my goals, is to have fewer books on my uncolored list. Speaking of that, I think for the end of February, I'm actually going to like do a count of how many uncolored books I have. So the list is long, and I'm gonna start tracking how far I get on doing that. Oh, so that's what I got done in January. February is probably not going to be quite so productive, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye now.